yourself to me, and I will help you find your answer. Prepare yourselves.
Amidst haunting memories of Hiei's dark origins, a face from his past has unexpectedly returned. Is it coincidence, or the mysterious workings of Makuro? In eerie telepathy, Makuro beckons Hiei to dig deeper into his subconscious. But what are Makuro's true intentions?
Touch after touch, bacteria in your home never stops. That's why Microban 24 doesn't just sanitize and stop. Microban 24 keeps killing bacteria for 24 hours. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria initially, including the COVID-19 virus. Once dry, Microban forms a shield that keeps killing bacteria for 24 hours, touch after touch. Microban 24, touch after touch, it doesn't give up.
High school coach always used to say that's one hungry player. You guys at Quest knew that? Okay, but they got all the big Quest nutrition stuff in this size too. My best friend and I started eating Quest bars in middle school. Here's to you, Brock. They took me all through high school workouts, college ball, and now here I am, a rookie. Yeah, still hungry as ever. Hey, does anyone have a big knife?
I gotta say that this has all been very educational. And who said learning couldn't be fun? We're getting all kinds of deeply personal things about old Shortstack that I'd never get from, talking to him. And as much as I love watching Hiei get his butt kicked, I think I'm looking forward to finding out all about his past even more. Oh, and Hiei's not the only one wondering what's underneath Makuro's bandages. But we'll have to wait till the next episode of Yu Yu Hakusho to unravel that.
The reasons to treat yourself to a frozen drink from McDonald's go on and on.
Right now, relax with a small frozen drink, like the new frozen Coca-Cola for just $1.50.
まだ行かないの？しっかり働いて真面目に生きる。モンドってそういうところでしょ？まだ行かないの？何でもいいわ。残業以外ならね。しっかり働いて真面目に生きる。モンドってそういうところでしょ？何でもいいわ。残業以外ならね。 かり働いて真面目に生きる。モンドってそういうところでしょ。何でもいいわ、残業以外ならね。まだ行かないの？しっかり働いて真面目に生きる。モンドってそういうところでしょ。何でもいいわ、残業以外ならね。 かり働いて真面目に生きる。モンドってそういうところでしょ。
Do not pity the beast.
You killed my son! No! When you come back, seeking the revenge that you and we deserve, please kill me first. It's the least I can offer to atone for what I'm about to do. My baby!
My mother's tribe called me Hiei the Amiko, the cursed child of the glacial village.
Back to the campsite to count our spoils. Hey, boss, look! Since when has your dirty laundry been any concern of mine? It ain't no laundry, boss. It's a baby. He was floating in the river. Imbecile, what do you expect me to do with him? Change his diaper? Yeah, look a little bit closer, boss. Hey, what you holding there, fella? Give it to me, you little twerp. Sharp teeth there, you little rodent.
That bandit was to become the closest thing I had to a father.
Come on, Hiei. Yeah, hand over the necklace.
Even as a child, I found tremendous pleasure in spilling my enemy's blood. Their screams of agony were my music box. Once I realized my mother's frozen teardrop was highly valuable, I would purposely wear it in clear sight of everyone, hoping their greed would entice them to challenge me, thus giving me the opportunity to take another life. I suppose I wanted to prove that my mother's people were right to abandon me. For years, I spent every waking moment looking for my next kill. I started to wonder if finding my mother in the glacial village mattered at all. It wasn't long before my former life started to become a faint shadow on the outskirts of my consciousness.
It's EA.
The bandits, whom I had come to look upon as family, soon grew weary of my murderous habits. And once again, I found myself shunned. In my solitude, I found myself gazing into my mother's stone for hours, finding that I would be taken over by a strange calm. And the desire to find the home of my birth began to churn up inside me again. As I set out to find the glacial village, I was faced with new opponents, each one trying to take away my stone. Eventually, one of them succeeded. I hadn't realized until that moment how important it was to me. And I knew I had to do whatever it took to find not only my mother's village, but her stone. I'm looking for Shigure. I was told he could give me a Jagan implant. Did you hear what I said?
A scrawny little groundling like you isn't cut out for that kind of suffering. Now, run along.
I'm sure that I can handle it.
All right, you've proved your tolerance for pain, but there's one more condition. I will only agree to operate on those who have lived a life that holds my interest. I'm not about to waste my talents on some insufferable child, so you'd better have a decent story to tell. So let's hear it.
You may regret this after I'm finished. In fact, just thinking about it makes me sick to my stomach.
Are you sure you want to go through with this?
I have never before or since experienced the level of flesh-searing pain that was inflicted on me that day. And what do you call that monstrosity?
It's called the Phosphorus Ring Sword, made from the bones of the wild oxen that roam through the forests of Demon World. What are you doing?
I have what I came for, and now I'm leaving.
The Jagan operation has drained you of almost all your energy. If you attempt to brave the woods now, you will most certainly be killed.
That's not your concern.
Stay, I'll show you how to use that sword of yours.
Why should I?
If I had just had a Jagan implanted, I would want to survive long enough to use it.
I'm not sure why I decided to stay. I suppose deep down I knew he was right. A night alone in those woods would have been the end of me. And at the very least, I could steal his fighting technique. I never thought our paths would meet again. And still, it seems fitting that I should die by his sword.
And tonight's winning numbers are 18, 55, 39, 71, and 43.
43?
Those numbers again.
We won! Yes!
Quick! The quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
I'll hold on to that.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
California, the SUV of the future, should be for everyone. So we built the 2021 Ford Explorer with an available terrain management system and portrait touchscreen. America's best-selling SUV is now the smartest way to explore it. Drive it at your California Ford dealers where the future comes standard.
I've always had a big appetite for the next adventure in life. But this one? Not exactly small, but still has that big Quest nutrition. You know, I left the business world for a different path. It's all about balance. I became a rookie yoga instructor. That's my passion. And these cookies? Who said you can't have more than one passion?
You know what's fire?
Mountain Dew, spicy wings.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
A noble end.
Exquisite.
about to get out or what?
I've got you.
Simultaneous death. The highest honor one fighter can give another.
I shall congratulate you with the great prize. The prize you have searched for. It was given to me years ago. Another tribute from a land I conquered. Now the tear is finally where it should be, with the child for whom it was shed. You've more than earned it.
The only thing that I've earned in this life is death, and I gladly welcome it now.
There is no need to rush to your death. Death will find us all soon enough. Trust me. Now tell me the rest.
Once I had fully recovered, I immediately resumed my search for the glacial village. And with the assistance of the Jugan, I found it in a matter of days. The home of my birth and my banishment. I had been away for so long, I had all but forgotten what it looked like. My mother's people were a gloomy, timid race. It seemed as if ice was pumping through their veins instead of blood, like their spirits had been frozen, and they were incapable of love. My impulse to kill faded. They were already dead.
Ree, you must look after things while I am gone.
Yes, Elder. I won't let you down, I promise.
I shall return on the solstice.
Have a safe journey.
Ree, the ice apparition that threw me into the great forests of the demon world. Don't be afraid. I won't hurt you. I'm looking for a woman I used to know named Hina. Ree led me to a tomb and told me that Hina, my mother, had committed suicide years after one of her children had been exiled.
Hina also had a younger daughter that she named Yukina, and she was the most gentle, beautiful baby that any of us in the glacial village had ever seen. A few years ago, she suddenly disappeared, without so much as a word, and none of us has ever heard from her since. Wait a minute! Hina was your mother, wasn't she? You're the one, aren't you?
Huh?
Well,
Yeah.
do you want to do that? I'm just getting a if not, I could just make something. You sure?
So like, do I have to like sign something?
I'm gonna go get him.
You sure?
Or we could all go down and get the pizza. But you'll get down. Yeah, you just have to go in there. Once she has the card out there, you just go look for his, go to the R section, look for his name. And then you just put the time, which would be like 2:25 to 30 or whatever. And then sign your signature. And then call him out. And you just tell him, like, I'm here for Sebastian. Yeah, you're gonna have to take your ID because this is the first time you're gonna go pick him up and sign for him. With the girl.
Do I take his toys?
His toys are in the car already.
Now when you say what the hell?
I told them they're staying in the car.
Does he always cry when he's leaving school? Every time?
Oh, no. Today he had a little bit of hard time going into his class.
Yeah, he didn't want to go?
He went, he looked inside, and then he didn't want to go inside. So then he had to wait for, there's this black lady, one of the teachers there. I guess he really liked her, and then he went with her.
Oh, yeah? But he didn't want to go?
He didn't want to go inside at first because he kept saying he didn't cry, but he was hesitant. Let's look at a little bit. Let me see your card. Is it on your card or you want to pay cash?
Card.
Sure, I could always just order a pizza.
Yeah, just on the card. Drop him off. Make sure he's not looking like at a teacher like he's all scared or something.
Oh, no, I do. No, don't worry.
Just because, I mean, I know it's school, you know, and they're supposed to be protected, but I mean, like, stuff happens, you know? Cases like that do happen. So you said he was looking at a classroom and then not wanting to go in. I'm hoping he wasn't just like looking at a teacher that he's having problems with or something.
No, it was me. He kept looking at me.
Okay.
I'm so sorry for what I've done to you.
After learning about Yukina, a new search began.
My wallet, your wallet. Your wallet's right there, your white. No, you can't put this in your mouth. We'll do this paper first.
You sure?
Because this is going to be ready for the next 10 minutes. Pork chops with rice and veggies tonight.
I knew I would never be able to rest until I found her. I sensed that she was somewhere in Living World. Once there, I became acquainted with a demon named Kurama who had taken human form. Together with Kurama and Goki, I stole one of the artifacts of darkness belonging to Spirit World.
Couldn't help but notice there's no rain falling here.
That's how I first became involved with the Spirit Detective. After that, things began to change. Tarukane's compound is where I finally found my sister. In truth, I had seen her once before, but had been too afraid to get close. Not surprisingly, she had no idea who I was, and as far as I could control it, I intended to keep it that way, just as long as I could watch her and know she was safe. In time, I grew weary of fighting for Living World. Then a messenger was sent inviting me to come back home to fight. A new shot at a purpose.
If you happen to come across someone in Demon World who carries a stone like mine, would you please give this to him?
It wasn't the stone that I had spent so much time looking for. But as I looked at Yukina, I realized that it didn't matter. My life's purpose had now been fulfilled by her gift, and I knew that anything else that lay ahead of me would be empty. There was nothing left for me to do but end my journey.
Yes, Hiei. Now I see. Out of all the fighters I've trained, you've been the only one to submit your consciousness to mine so fully. And it feels the most like home. The stones you carry are mysterious. I feel the power they exude could purge me of the hatred that has led me to horrible crimes. In fact, I know the one I carried saved me from being consumed. I was born into slavery, and in that time I was robbed of many things, including my spirit. And it was replaced with a bitter gall that has destroyed everything around me. Without that stone, my heart would have withered away, leaving a dark and unfillable void. I understand now why you were so desperate to get it back. Now, as I promised, here I stand, hiding nothing from you. Gaze upon me. I will show you this and so much more. Now live. You are not yet ready to search for death. Hiei, your place remains here with me. Touch my consciousness, and you will not be empty.
A new alliance forged in common pain. In time, Hiei will become Mukuro's greatest warrior.
This is Carl. Carl has decided to check out the great mortgage rates at Amerisave. Perhaps the best decision he's ever made, unlike the time he tried thumbing it for fun, which ruined his his career as a hand model.
It's over.
And his marriage to Europe's #1 foot model.
We are in love.
And ultimately, his signature dance move. But now that Carl has found Amerisave, he'll be saving money for years to come. And that's something he can give a big prosthetic wooden thumbs up to. See how much you could save at Amerisave.com.
Greenlight is more than a debit card for kids and teens. It's the money app for families. It's a time saver, a teacher, a safety net. It's the quick way to send money, the simple way to save, the safe way for them to learn to invest and build long-term wealth. And it's how millions of kids and teens learn about money every day. Don't ask us, ask them. Greenlight. It's the way families do money.
Welcome to Toyota's National Sales Event.
Ooh, RAV4.
It's a great time to save on the 2021s while they last. Ooh, Venza. Toyota's got an exciting lineup to choose from.
Oh, Highlander, could you?
Oh, sure. You have to understand, it's the National Sales Event.
Save big on a sporty new RAV4 with 2.49 APR for up to 72 months. Plus, you get $750 finance cash.
Hey, that's my line.
Toyota, let's go places.
And now, my journey begins. As Yusuke and Hiei have been forced to confront their demons, so too will I. In the fortress of Lord Yomi, third ruler of Demon World, and my former ally in crime. Hospitality is only a front. Cruel plots lie in wait, and traps are ready to spring. The sins of my past must be confronted, as 1,000 years of fate and ambitions between Yomi and myself collide. Next time, on Yu Yu Hakusho.
At Stater Brothers Markets, our day doesn't end when the store closes at night. We're preparing for the day and all that's in store. There's a reason why we've been working round the clock for 85 years, and our reason is you.
Reminiscence is in theaters and on HBO Max.
Don't go down this path.
I have to find her.
You think you want answers? You don't. Hugh Jackman. People don't just vanish. Where is she?
There are some things we can't forget.
You're going on a journey. Reminiscence in theaters and on HBO Max Friday. Rated PG-13.
My new spicy tiny tacos. A spicy twist on my snackable tiny tacos. 15 for $3.50, or loaded for just $1 more. I don't know which is better, the spice or the price. Try my new spicy tiny tacos, starting at $3.50. Only a Jack in the Box.
California, the future is here. The new generation of trucks built to power bigger ideas and longer journeys. Built to do more than you thought possible and to be as smart as they are strong. We built the new 2021 Ford F-150, Ranger, and Super Duty because the future belongs to everyone. And as the best-selling truck brand in California, now everyone can drive it. Right now, get $2,000 on top of the value of your trade toward a new 2021 Ford Ranger. Only for a limited time at your Southern California Ford dealers, where the future comes standard.
Now trains with the servants of his ancestral father, Ryzen, one of the ruling lords of Demon World. While in another fortress, Hiei confronted the pain of his past to defeat Shigure, the surgeon who implanted his Jagan eye. With Hiei's victory, he has won the favor of the second lord, Mukuro. But there is a third ruler, Yomi, and he's invited an old friend to join his side in the battle over Demon World. That friend's